EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. On the Tampa sideline, head coach Todd Bowles. His guys pulled off the massive upset over the 2 seed a week ago. Now trying to take it a step further here in the divisional round. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys fresh coming off the bye, ready to prove they are the team to beat in the conference. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And now it gets real, because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 69 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's first and goal.
Here we go. Here we set. Go. Black 40. Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
And Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wildcard round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done, and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cunningham. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It's taken to the 26. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
50, green. Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Set, hut, set, hut, 10 black. Set, hut.
On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Yaya Diaby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Claws red. Yellow. Hut, hut. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. set up shop here for their second drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play fake. Mayfield. Pass caught right side, Fanning. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Mayfield down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Throw outside complete. That's Cunningham. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Mayfield on play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hut, go, hut, hut.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Mayfield. There's a short one caught by Fannin. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 9.
Here's Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give, Irving running right. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Irving. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's to Fannin, his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 19.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Tolbert. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Short throw caught by Bowers. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
22. Hut. Ready.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Hut.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Dances by him. And he's up past the 20 and the 22-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one to the right side and incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, to 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, who's at Washington, 22 straight completions to start the game. This guy's on fire.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On the ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Ready.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love. He's looking to throw, then makes a beeline for the end zone. 12 yards on the scramble for the score. The visitors pull off yet another upset. They are now just one win away from the Super Bowl. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's Josh Allen. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Bills are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Time now for a look at how things stand with the current picture in the AFC in the divisional round. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time, ran for a solid gain.
A gain of 7. First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield off the play fake. Pass caught by Phantom. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. There's a short one caught by Phantom. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Buccaneers.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus in the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down, but how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. In motion, that's Tolbert. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Down there on the right sideline, it's Cunningham. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Run, run, run.
Back to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Pinero's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Set, go, set.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Down. Blue, 60 red. 60 red.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And the 49er first down.
Let's
First and
go.
10 at the 47-yard
On
line.
first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready, set, punt. Blue 32. Set, punt.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Set, punt, punt, punt. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. We'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, 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 ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready, ready, ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Come on, set, hut, go. Ready?
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. A man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
an ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Ready, go. 45. What? Ready?
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 183 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 7.
Ready, check, hut. Black 40. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Ready?
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 red. Hut, go. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Sheds off the tackle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 28 yards. And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Tolbert. They give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. The 34-yard line.
Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180.
Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cunningham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Mayfield with it once more. And they set up the screen. That's complete. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
This is 2nd and 8.
At the 26-yard line.
20.
Mayfield looks to throw. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Buccaneers, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Bucky Irving
From 6 yards away.
And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And the 49er hands team does its job.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Ball start. Offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
43. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
On the ready.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And caught it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Cunningham. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw, Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
A gain of 17 yards. And a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Cunningham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 19 yards away. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Tackled by Benjamin Morrison. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Down the left sideline. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ender.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.